How's my hair looking? Looks great. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear Folsom Barber Lounge. Hit them up.
I wear a hat, so I don't even have to.
I know. I was debating whether since it's been so long, I was like, should I just wear a hat? Should I do the hair up? Should I, whatever that ad was that was playing, but should I do the hair? Should I do the makeup? Should I go for it?
Yeah, we have a full makeup team behind the scenes.
So, we got some guys behind the scenes here. They're just running around right now. They're running amok. It's a real difficult situation we got going here. Well, yeah, we've been gone for a while, boys and girls, of course.
We have. Couple months at least.
Yeah, I think we did the last pod. I think that was end of December. We've been meaning to do some pods. We just been real busy. So the first week of January rolled out. I got sick. My kids got sick. The wife got sick. The whole family got sick. The whole
team got sick.
Then me and Jesse kept working, and then I got Jesse sick. After I got better, then Jesse was sick, so that was like 2.5 weeks right there.
Yeah, it was like a half a month of overlap of just like sickness.
And then we were gonna do more pod. We're gonna do a pod after we got done, being sick. But we just got a life. We got a job. We got tons of stuff going on. Work's getting busy. It's a busy year this year, but we are happy to be back, ready to go in the studio.
Absolutely. Yeah, we haven't just been sitting on our ass. We've been grinding too. So Cam, you've been racing. I've been going up to Tahoe on the weekends, going skiing. We've been having fun, but we're getting back in the groove.
So yeah, we're officially back. I'm gonna give you guys a little. We're back, baby.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. What you know? Oh no! Oh no! That's our cheap sound system.
Yeah, we're getting used to this new app. We might just have to pay them. Goddamn.
But yeah, so basically been working a lot. We actually moved too. So after that pod, the last pod we had, again. Yeah, we have so many. So we moved like 2 times last year. So I had another warehouse that I kind of got into. My buddy owns all these storages. Shout out Chase. When I got out of that last warehouse, I just needed somewhere quick to go. I was in a hurry. So I just hopped in there for like 6 months, I believe it was, at the Anatolia storage. And then found a better deal. I wanted to be a little closer to home. So I told Jesse, hey, you know what, let's do this. So I found a storage that's like 3 minutes from my house. A lot more convenient. When I need things, I can go right over there. Because before we had our warehouse originally off Sunrise and Coloma over there. So that's like
30 minutes for each of us.
Probably 30 minutes for both of us.
Yeah.
And then even the last place that we moved into, Anatolia, was still about the same. So I just got tired of like going back and forth, or when I needed to get something for my other, for Lawrence Medical, I had to go there. I had to always, if something happened where I needed something, it's 30 minutes away. So now when I need something,
literally across the street.
Yeah, whenever I need something, and we can just go right over to the shop, right around the corner, grab whatever we want. So yeah, so we moved. So that was the second time starting the new year out right with a new spot.
And we banged it out too. We moved, we went hard that day. I mean, both of us were like, I don't want to do this multiple days, so we got both our trailers, both our trucks, and just loaded everything up. And I don't know, it was like 4 trips, I think, but we banged it out. So that felt good to get it done in one day.
Yeah, a couple of those trips, I almost lost it with the rear tires on my truck.
Oh, yeah. It was raining hard that day, going up that hill in El Dorado Hills. It's got a serious grade on it, so yeah. Yeah,
pitched her sideways, drifted her with the trailer up the hill 2 times. Up the hill. One of them was worse than the other. The last one I did, I literally thought I was gonna die. But I got that moto gene in me, so I was just going sideways, just bah, 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 bah.
Yep.
You feel me? I was like, whatever, it's all good. We out here.
Yes,
but yeah,
sir.
so then we got sick. Now we're back in the studio. Last weekend, this last month, I decided that I was going to go race the Mammoth Qualifier, 2X promotion shout out at Glen Helen. That was a really fun race. I've actually never been to Glen Helen, so I've been watching races on TV at Glen Helen since I was younger. They stopped racing the Pro National there, I think was like right during COVID.
Yeah, which is lame in my opinion.
Pretty lame. Yeah, the track is phenomenal. Literally, I love tracks that are like rough, you know, have maybe a little sand to them and some big hills. Glen Helen was literally like so sick. I even got to link up with Brian Medeiros out there. He actually lives in Lake Elsinore, the guy that we had on the pod from Hawaii. I hit him up before I went, and because we went to Disneyland, so I raced that Glen Helen race, took the family, hung out with Justin and Rob Blake and all the homies, and then we packed it up Sunday and rolled out to another hotel, went to Disneyland for a couple days with the kids, did a little like Moto Disney vacay. So that was pretty fun, very stressful because you know the truck is crammed to the max. So shout out to Brian for real, because he let me out. He actually took my bike Sunday to his house and stored it for me for a couple days. So that way I could go to Disneyland with the fam and not worry about my bike being in the back of the truck. Because we all know, you know, how many bikes get stolen in SoCal, especially.
Anaheim, California, baby.
So yeah, I was not, even though I was at the Disneyland hotel, I realized like the parking lot's pretty secure and stuff like that. But no matter what, like if I have my bike, even in the back of my own truck at my house, like when I usually all load up, like when I go practice or I moto, like I hate loading up in the morning. That's just like, I hate it. I suck in the morning. It takes me a minute to wake up. So I know if I load up in the morning that it's going to take me, you know, at least half hour to 45 minutes longer than it would if I were to just hop in my truck and dip out.
Hell yeah.
So when I have my bike, even when I have my bike in the back of my truck at my house, I still am like wake up sometimes thinking, oh, is my bike there? Check my camera out front, you know. Yeah. So I know I told Brian, I was like, bro, I don't think I could. I was calling around trying to see who could take my bike home or store my bike, because there's no way I was going to be able to sleep with my bike in the back of that truck.
Yeah, that's
locked
your baby.
Up.
I did it. Yeah.
And then that track was super rough too. I like rough though. One of the motos, actually, so the first round of motos went by, I did pretty good. Then I brought an extra air filter with me, and I checked my air box before the second moto started, and I realized I had sucked like a bunch of sand through my air filter into my air box. So I was like, oh crap, you know, like that's not good. Luckily I was actually going to get a top end done on my bike before Glen Helen, but now I'm kind of glad that I waited to do the top end because I sucked a bunch of sand in my air box. Cleaned it out, put it all together. My bike was running fine that last moto. Cleaned it out, went to go start it like 5 minutes before the moto started. Bike wouldn't start. I think what had happened was I think that the sand, because it started up, it was like, you know, like just stopped, and then it was just like, it sounded like there's literally no gas getting to the bike when you're trying to start it, when it's like dry and you're firing. It just doesn't sound like there's anything. Nothing's happening. So Justin and Rob came to the rescue because Justin was actually about to be in that moto with me, and I was like, I don't know, the bike won't start. I almost didn't even race the second two motos. We turned the choke on. I wouldn't even have tried that, honestly.
Yeah,
so thanks to Justin, he was like, try the choke. I don't even use my choke on my bike ever, so I was like, okay, let me just figure this out real quick. It sounds really stupid, but I was let me pull the choke, started it up, it started running. Then I got to the line. I didn't want to keep it running for that long, so I shut it off. Then I was literally like, first gate I already went, bike was literally not starting again.
Stressful.
And I'm just like freaking out, like, oh my God, are you kidding me right now? And then I rolled it out, put the choke on again, fired her up. Literally, like, you're talking like 15 seconds before the gate drops, I fired her up. Made it happen. And then that second moto, we'll throw a little, I actually got like a GoPro, a chest cam GoPro for a couple of the motos. So that last moto that I did, finally made the pass on Justin for the weekend.
Hell yeah.
Literally a half a lap later, both my top subframe bolts on my 21 KTM 450 SX snapped. So bike was literally like, I passed Justin, felt good for a second, and then all of a sudden my seat like came undone, and it felt like my, when I was leaning back, like my swing arm was like falling, or my subframe was like falling off.
Yeah, it looks sketchy in that video, and I'm gonna throw up some clips. Of,
I tried to make, because I kept looking down. If you'll look in the video, I kept looking down, and I'm like, what is wrong with my bike? Because I just made the pass. I had one other guy in front of me that I had in my sights, and Justin got back by me because I looked down. And I was like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with my bike? Finally figured out. At first I thought it was just my seat had came undone because it was flapping, you know. And then,
that's what it looked like in the video.
But then when I like sit down out of a corner or something, it almost felt like my fender was falling off.
Huh. Wow.
Then I couldn't really tell, but then so I just salvaged the moto. You know, I lost one position back. Really tried to make one last little strive at the end, but it was just really sketched. I mean, with how rough that track was getting. I mean, the first lap in the GoPro, I hit a rock because up those hills, that last moto, you literally could not see up the hill. It was like, even Brian commented on my gram, was like, it was literally like riding blind, like up that hill, the 2 hills that you have to go up.
What was it? The glare of the sun, or
it was just like Carnegie Classic, like I told you when I was going up that hill, and when I hurt my finger and shit, I could not see going up that hill. So like the parts that, if you go back and look at some of those hill climbs that I did, if you look at where I stopped, that was pretty much where like I couldn't see anymore. I'm not used to that, you know.
Like tinted lenses, yeah, not enough.
Exactly. So the first lap going up the hill, there's like a rock like this big, like just laying in the track, but I had no idea. Like Justin is on the inside of me up the hill because he got a little better start than me. He literally must have just missed that rock because I hit the rock. And you'll look on the video, I slowed it down on my Instagram actually. Like it looks like my arms like disappeared because like I literally was like head shake to the max, like almost ate shit.
Trying to dodge that.
Don't even know how I saved that, honestly.
Nice.
Because if you look in the video, it looks so sketch. Saved it, made some passes, and then like I said, that last couple laps, snapped my subframe bolts, salvaged it. I think the 30 Plus Pro didn't do too hot. I ended up like 12th overall. Justin was like 11th. And then even the 25 Plus, I ended up 11th overall. He ended up 10th overall. A lot of fast guys out there. Shout out though to the track crew out there because it was literally pouring like a week and a half up to that event.
Yeah. And, major storms.
They killed the track prep. I mean, the track was sick.
I mean, it looked, in those videos at least, it looked like it hadn't even been raining. It looked perfect in those conditions, you know?
No, yeah. And then I think the last day, I think they thought that it wasn't going to get dry, you know, but it was a little windy that second day. So I think they could have even watered it a little more for Sunday race. Wow. But I still think the track was awesome. You just never know with these conditions when you're going into an event. I mean, people just don't realize how difficult some of these events are when you're running them, especially like this was a pretty big turnout for Glen Helen.
That's good.
So shout out to those guys for sure for killing the track prep, the whole, and then even the guy that I met that let us park our truck, Robert, he was the track cook over there. He has his own little business cooking different food items for people, and he helped us out, get us a dope spot, get us set up, marked off some stuff. So shout out to Robert out there at Glen Helen. We appreciate you as well. But yeah.
So I got a question. So what happened to the Sweet Aroma tent again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tell the story. I got to get up to speed here. So
I was gonna actually vend this event, and I was loading up the night before, and I used my old jet ski. You put it in the back of your hitch and you can just back up in the water. Yeah. So I use that sometimes, like put my ice chest or my crates on it, stuff like that. So I had put my canopy in front of the crates, and that was like on my Eco Diesel, the exhaust come out right there. But it was dark when I was loading, so I didn't even think about it. I was just in a hurry trying to load. Loaded it up. That sucker. Literally went all the way to the event. Got there at like 1:30. Went to go take my canopy off the back, and I was like, "What the heck?" It was like stuck to the crate. Like it was. Geez. I was like, "What is happening?" Like it's melted to the crate. And I was like, so I finally got it undone, and literally like the tent, all the like plastic pieces that slide up and down on the tent just completely melted. Like my exhaust pipe melted the bag, the plastic pieces. So I actually had somehow rigged it. I set it up and it stayed up all night. And then I got there in the morning within like 20 minutes of me being there after I actually set it up. The wind just completely took it out. I mean, the thing was not sturdy. Justin brought me his other frame for me to use.
Oh, what a homie.
But it was just so windy and
not worth it.
Yeah, I kind of regret bringing the stuff because it made it more difficult like when I was leaving. But yeah, just never would have thought that. Definitely a life experience and a lesson. You know? Be more thorough when you're loading up.
For sure. Yeah, that thing got smoked on the way down I-5.
Yeah, that shit was so fun. That event was so fun, man. It's crazy though. I had like a dream. Things just like in life just go by so quickly, so you got to learn to like enjoy them. You know. I had a dream like a couple weeks before I went to Glen Helen that I went to Glen Helen, went to Disneyland. It was all over already, and I woke up and I was like, "Damn, this is gonna go by fast." And Saturday, me, Rob, and Justin were going to get our transponders, and Rob was like, "Come up here and check out this view over here." And he's like, "Come up here, man. It's gonna be over before we know it." You know, and I told Rob, I was like, "That's so crazy you say that," because I had like a dream like that this event we already did the event, it was over, like we're back home, like how quick life just goes by.
I swear, especially when you're having fun too.
Yeah,
like the day just goes by like that. But like when you're like grinding at work, it draws out. But when you're having fun doing something that you enjoy, I mean, it just flies by, you know.
Yeah, I will say Glen Helen went by a lot quicker than Disneyland.
That's funny. Yeah,
I was telling Justin's wife Katie, I was like, Disneyland or like Motocross is like my Disneyland, and then Disneyland is like my wife's Disneyland. And then my wife's like, it's Disneyland. And I'm like, no, but what I mean is like I could literally be at the track and just not leave and like be happy.
The same feeling she gets out of riding those rides, which is the same feeling you get out of riding your bike around the track.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly. So, and just being with your friends and and then like also like seeing, you know, I used to play with my friends at the track, so it's really cool. Like my kids are growing up, and I get to bring them to the track and let them play with their friends, and you know, ride their Stasic and play in the dirt and get dirty. Because they have a lot of time that's at home, you know. So you gotta get dirty sometimes. You know what I mean? I love dirt. So Costa was literally in the dirt the entire weekend, just like burying his feet in the sand. Just
Cam's not over here raising some whiny liberals.
Hella funny. But yeah, it's a bye weekend this weekend for Supercross. We've been lacking on the Supercross talk. A lot of stuff's been going down in Supercross.
Yeah, man, that crash Deegan had and how he finished that moto a couple weeks ago, that was gnarly. Props to him, man. That kid rips.
Yeah, tell me, I feel like when I watched that, I might have missed a little bit of that. What happened? Why don't you give me a little recap on that?
It was, I forget which moto. I'm pretty sure it was a main event, but the gate was stacked. All those 250 boys were going to that first corner, and someone made a mistake, and they all just got tangled up, and a couple of dudes went out the front. Deegan's bike went down hard, and I forget which side, but one of his bars was like completely bent down like that. And so that kid got back on his bike, and like you think most guys would just like pull off because you can't ride like this, you know, but he finished that moto, and I was just like, I had to hand it to him, man. It was impressive watching him hit those doubles with bars that were bent, you know. So,
well, yeah, I mean, and also like that was pretty much his first race back. So when you're trying to just salvage some points, I mean, at that point, it's just about getting back up and finishing the race. You know what I mean? It's like he's a savage for getting back up, obviously, but if you don't, you get a DNF.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And there's no points in that.
No matter what, he needs some points. You know what I mean. So that's props to him for getting back up. And I've had that happen. I mean, in races, like you don't even think about it. You know, I've had a race at Hangtown. I go over the bars like top 3 completely. Just my bars are sideways. And I felt like I was like, sometimes you feel like you're faster in those situations.
Yeah, right.
Like my brother was like, I remember that race I pulled off, and he was like, how are you even riding your bike like this? Like you didn't have to finish the moto.
Got to get those points.
But for me, it's a little different. I always pay for my own races. So for Deegan, it's like, hey, I'm trying to get my points. I need those extra points. Yeah. But for me, it was like, I told my brother, hey, I paid for this moto $100.
Money worth, you know.
Yeah, I paid $100 to race this, so I'm gonna finish the moto. Absolutely. Unless I'm bleeding or my arm's broken, I'm finishing this moto.
Yep, absolutely.
And so I'm a little mixed up on, was that the same week? That's the same weekend that McAdoo's balls are hanging out?
I'm pretty sure. But God, those pictures I saw were so funny, man. And McAdoo took that like a champ. Him and his girl took that like a champ. So that was funny.
I mean, realistically, what are you going to do in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Just not ride because your balls are hanging out?
Yeah. I mean, it was funny, some of those pictures. I feel bad for him. A little bit too. I mean, that's how embarrassing.
There's some hella funny memes like on moto memes, like just about all different things,
Yeah.
One of them was, some will sacrifice it all to have some championship points.
Take a screenshot of that. I'll put it on the pod. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I'm sure they're endless,
Let's see what kind of comments there are.
But I was just shocked how was his nutsack hanging out of his pants perfectly like that? It was like it was photoshopped or something, but I swear
I feel like it was cold. That's why I always was like, it was cold out probably most likely, but you're also like hot from riding.
Yeah.
So like you think his balls would just be like shriveled up.
No,
these things were not. They're like some hogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whiskey Throttle Media was like, saw entirely too much of that man tonight. Cameron McAdoo commented on the moto meme, on brand for me. I always let it hang out, I guess.
Yeah, at least he's taking it like a champ, That's cool.
So Moto Memes has like this bingo thing that they do. So, for like timing's not working right, so like live timing, stuff like that. And somebody, Peter Jameson, commented, too bad that wasn't on the bingo card. Like his balls hanging out. That's all funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
Cameron Sakadoo.
Yeah.
Mad Dog Snacking. He cross-nutted.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah. And it was just like, I don't know, like the hole in his pants was like tiny, but his nuts worked their way through and they were just hanging on out.
So the bingo for moto memes, these are the ones that are already done. So like, so basically like Vince Freezy does Vince Freezy shit. That's done.
Got it.
Anderson's jersey untucks. Got that.
Got
Mud
it.
race, definitely. A bunch of those.
Yeah.
Lapper ruins the race.
Has that happened? Yeah.
Yes. It always happens.
Yeah.
Excuse my burp, guys. Red flag restart. Live timing doesn't work, like I said. So there a lot of these
so
someone
no bingo yet though?
Not yet. I don't think yet. No, not yet.
I gotta get all of them in a row.
Some of these Valentine's ones are funny. You are perfect, the one of my dreams. My love for you is nuts. It bursts at the seams.
That's funny. You take a picture of that one too. Oh man.
Poor Sakadoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was definitely writing balls out in quotes. Jareg 888. So tough. Here's one. Winning is good, but last night was great. I'll call you soon, but don't tell me you're late. Happy V-Day. Love Jet. Here we go. This one was the funny ass one right here. The one that they did for Valentine's Day. Hondas are red. Yamahas are blue. Come on over here, girl. Let me show you what this tongue will do. Aaron Plessinger.
Yeah, it's a picture of Aaron with his tongue out. That's funny.
So funny.
So what did you say was going on with Jet? He's blocked someone, or what? Did you say something about Jet, or am I tripping?
What happened?
I don't know, like on your notes earlier. You were...
Oh, yeah. So because Jet's always the like one that everybody's cheering for all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it was the last race. It was the race before.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Was it Detroit?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was one of these. The last two races, they were booing Jet. So it was just funny to me, like usually that everybody's cheering for this guy, you know what I mean? Just like he does one thing, everybody, like half the crowd's booing him.
Yeah.
But what I was saying earlier is Vince Freezy, when he saw that, he was probably like, thank God, finally.
Yeah, so the spotlight's off me.
I'm no longer the devil for the day.
Yeah, yeah. Man,
so
Freezy's crazy.
Heats off Freezy, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, shout out to Ty Freehill. He made the main in the mud race, which he was killing it. I was cheering for him the whole time. And then I think it was, I kind of mix up on the dates because I'm out of the loop right now. But I know one of the last races, he was top 4 in the LCQ, killing it. I think it was the last lap, he got cleaned out right before he's about to make it into the main again. But he was killing it. He's got the speed, so he's a local boy killing it out there. Shout out to Ty Freehill.
He's from our region?
Yeah, he's dope. I actually know him. I've actually given him some products to like his dad and stuff. They've asked me to sponsor him, but I'm not really like sponsoring people right now.
Yeah, we've been over that.
Yeah, so but I hooked him up some products. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, I can't really give you money, but I can hook you up some products to try out.
Yeah, throw up a post for me, you know? Like.
And what else we got here?
We had a whole podcast on like sponsorship and like our opinions on it, Cameron's opinion. So go check that one out. I'll link it in the description too. And we've got I don't know what episode we're on now, like 7, 8, 9, something like that. But we've got some badass episodes. So please go check them out, guys, and like, comment, subscribe, interact with us, and we love to hear all feedback. So.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little segment here coming up. Like we're gonna do like a little Moto Trivia. We're gonna do some other ones that we make the questions up, but I found like a website that we can just kind of mess around for today. Give you guys a preview of what we're gonna do in the future here.
Sweet.
And so, what do you think? Another couple things I wrote down just to talk about. I noticed the last Supercross. They started the 450s first.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I'm not really sure. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Do you like it better?
I mean, here's my opinion on it. I guess I'm a little. I always look forward to like the premier class, you know, watching the 450 guys go. So I don't know, man. It's funky.
So do you like when the 250s go first?
I do, because it
warms you up.
Yeah, it warms me up, and it like keeps me focused on the whole event. You know, sometimes like I'm locked in on the 450 mains, but like I'll get distracted during a 250 main. I don't know. It seems like what ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? So I don't know. That's my little take on it. I liked watching the 250s go first, but I don't know. Maybe there's a regulation change or rule change in that AMA.
So I know they were talking about it on the Pulp MX show. They have like a little short here Roxon talking about the new schedule.
Okay.
Let's see what they said.
For it necessarily, especially this weekend. You know, we had 2 red flags, so from the heat race to the main event, it felt like I could have flown to Florida. Like, it was so long. But I don't really have a problem getting going, whether it's a long break or not. I just kind of like, I feel pretty comfortable right away, so it's not like I need them to be really back to back, but it is a bit odd after so many years of doing the same thing, and then now kind of screwing the 250 guys over too, because by the time they get off the LCQ, I mean, they have to go straight back to the gate. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's a funky one.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either.
Yeah, well, it sounds like they switched up the break schedule too. So on top of switching up,
welcome to our club, because it happens all the time. So like if it's not obviously not pro, like actual TV pro, but when I'm racing, like sometimes I'll race 25 plus and 30 plus, or maybe like 450 pro and 30 plus, and then sometimes you'll have a moto that's like 1 moto away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know, if you're in that LCQ, that's why you got to strive like not to be in the LCQ, but obviously easier said than done.
Absolutely.
It's not easy to get in that.
But yeah, you end up in an LCQ either class for the night. You have quite a bit more racing, you know? You have quite a bit more racing throughout the night. I mean, I forget the timing on a LCQ moto, but
they're definitely shorter.
You're out there with your heart rate increased for quite a bit more time than the other guys. So I totally get it. You want to get straight into that main.
Yep. And then I also had the whoops, or apparently, I guess the whoops, there's some track changes going on in Supercross. Some riders have certain things to say about it. But I know they had changed the whoops up in coming into the season, I guess. There used to be, I think, let's see what, I know that, what's his name here? Hampshire had something to say about it. Where is he?
Well, if they're making them safer, then it's hard to argue against that.
He said they can end up getting more gnarly, though.
Oh, okay.
They're just not as, like, steep, I guess. Hampshire was saying, like, when he used to hit the Supercross whoops, when he first came into Supercross, like, he used to look at him like, I don't even know how I'm going to do these things.
Yeah.
You know, like, they're looking gnarly. There is a spot that I was looking at. So they're
more, less incline and decline, and they're more smooth now?
Yeah, right here.
5 years of racing Supercross, we would go on track walk, and I'd be like, I can't even hit these set whoops. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do in these. Like, that's just the difference. They were so V'd out at the bottom. They were almost built going backwards, 3 or 4 years ago. And now those are whoops. I'm not against them, but they just get so much more chewed out now, which makes it kind of like a different toughness, I'd say. And like, they still get gnarly, but it's just different.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but I mean, I'd love to keep the injuries out of the sport. I don't know if 9 whoops and no dragon backs are the answer, but
why is there a number like that? Makes
I don't know. I don't know who made up the number.
Huh. Even like this weekend, like you could tell blitzing. I mean, even A1, I blitzed the entire time. I'm a better blitzer than I am a jumper, I'd say. Where that first main, I felt like I had more speed than everybody because I was still blitzing, and then right away at the start of the second main, like we were already jumping. It makes us a lot closer, I'd say, also, which it closens the racing. And I mean, better racing, but yeah, I mean, definitely blitzing separates a bit more.
Yeah, so he said also, like, the fans like to see the riders blitzing, but one thing that I think that making the format of the whoops the way they're making them, like you said, jumping through them, that gives, like, I feel like that gives the privateers a little
better chance,
little better lap times too, because sometimes these privateers, like, sometimes these whoops are so gnarly, like you might see like a fast privateer out there that like can't hit these whoops that good, and that can really slow you down. I mean, if you could hit everything else on the track, and just by not being able to do those whoops good, that can really affect your lap times. So yes, maybe for, like, the factory guys, like, oh yeah, jumping through, I like blitzing the whoops, the fans like to see you blitzing the whoops. But at the same time, the fans also like to see privateers, maybe doing a little better. So maybe if that will help the privateers do better in the motos, I'm all for it.
Yeah, and like Hampshire said, or whoever that was speaking, less injuries. Less injuries is always better, I guess.
Oh, that was the host of the Pulp MX show.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, I'm all for less injuries as well. Yeah. But yeah, they could still get gnarly. Like, you still blitz them. But I think if it allows, like, these privateers to jump through them and hold a faster pace, I'm all for that.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're gonna do a little we're gonna do a little segment here, a little moto quiz here. Before I do, let's test this new disposable out that I'm testing out right now. These are our CBD tea-free, so there is no THC. It's just for anxiety. If you want to smoke still, you don't want to get lit. These things are great. I'm trying these new disposables out, so I figured we'd try it on the pod real quick.
Hell yeah.
Bring our anxiety down a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yep. So that's pure CBD isolate with a little added organic terp. What flavor is that? Do you remember?
This one is blueberry donut.
Oh, my favorite.
And that's on sweetaromacbd.com.
I'll throw up the website in the description and on screen.
Yeah, the ones on the site right now look a little different. These are the ones we're testing out right now. These might end up on the site as well. So I feel like they rip pretty nice.
Man, that flavor is so good.
I love it.
Yep. Those are hitters.
And I got this new hemp derived. These ones will actually get you a little head change. I can't really say like exactly what it is because YouTube might flag me, but
yeah.
But these ones are also pretty good. Uh-oh. It might be dead.
Here,
this one's dead.
Got you, dog.
It's dead, yeah. But yeah, we'll this blueberry donut's fire. I think I also have apple fritter right now. Apple fritter is a really good flavor as well. Jesse's got me on another battery here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we're just kind of getting back in the groove, guys. Definitely want to do this new trivia. That way we can get you guys interacting on the pod as well.
And I think in the future, we'd like to do like a Supercross like watch party type podcast. So let us know what you think about that. I think we're thinking about it either way, no matter what you say. But I think that'd be fun, bro, to do like a watch party. It'd be a little longer, you know, because we'd be watching the whole Supercross program. But I think it'd be fun.
I think we'd maybe just do like the mains.
Yeah, mains. Yeah,
or like I don't know. We kind of. I know the future is going more towards live.
Yeah.
So we would like to do like a live show coming up. You know, something simple. There's not going to be a bunch of stuff popping up on the screen like the other pods that we do. But I think it would be cool to get a live show going, and then that would give us the ability to like have you guys interact. Some of the viewers that we do have interact.
Yeah. So have like a live stream and a chat box. All you guys know.
Yep.
That'd be dope. Man, this tastes good too. That's good stuff.
I think that's the OG Kush one.
That's nice.
But yeah, just testing new things out for the vape products.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's try to get Dylan on here so we can get the quiz in.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, what's going on, Dilly Bear?
What's up?
Not much. Just I told you I wanted to call you and do this trivia. We're on the pod right now.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes of time, Dylan.
Say it again.
For me.
All right, well, so we're just doing this like funny trivias because I looked it up online, but we found a couple motocross trivias that we figured we'd do, and then in the future we're gonna make our own like motocross for ourselves, like local questions and different kind of questions for local people as well. All right, let's start this quiz. I don't know why this first question is the first question, but we're gonna start out with it anyways. All right. What was the original name of the Chevy Camaro supposed to be? Panther, Firefly, Tiger, or Champion?
I have no idea, bro.
Dylan?
Firefly.
Firefly?
That'd be a dope name.
All right, we're just gonna go Firefly because he's the guest. Some answer. Ooh, incorrect.
It was supposed to be the Panther.
The Panther. I don't know why that's a motocross question.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I know.
No, because all the rest of them are motocross questions. I just didn't know why this first one was the Camaro question. Here we go. Who was the first rider to win a 250 main on a 4-stroke? Doug Dubach, Randy Summers, Lance Small, or Doug Henry?
Doug Henry.
Doug Henry.
You are correct.
Correct.
You got it.
All right. Next question. Jeff Ward rode for what factory? Suzuki, Honda, Yamaha, or Kawasaki?
Kawasaki.
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
Man,
bada
you
boom.
know your shit.
Damn, Dylan. Only one. We won't count that first question either.
Yeah, that didn't make...
Okay, here we go. So we got, in the early days of MX, what were the first names of the two Jones brothers? Barry and Shane, Gary and Dwayne, Harry and Lane, Gary and Wayne.
What the
Gary and Dwayne. Number 2.
Gary and Dwayne.
Damn,
bro.
My boy,
you're
Dilly
on
Bear.
it, dog, because I was lost on these.
Dill Dog.
Coming in
hot, dog.
No wonder he's our correspondent.
Oh, who was next question, number 5? Who was known as the motocross whole shot king of the 1970s? Frank Owens, Brock Glover, Gary Bailey, Gary Semix.
Semix.
Ooh, Gary Bailey. I knew that.
You had the first name right.
Yeah, I knew that one too.
It was Gary something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I didn't make these up, so I'm just kind of going along with them.
It's a little too old for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay, here we go. Question 6. After record-setting reasons aboard a Honda, Jeremy McGrath called it quits with them due to what? Contractual stipulations, none of these choices, not wanting to ride anymore, not wanting to ride the 1997 aluminum frame.
I think it's the last one.
Let's go for it. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Last one
was it? It was contractual.
Yeah. He wanted more money.
I knew it was one of the two. I just heard a podcast of him talking about this too, and I should have known that. But we're not going with my answer. We're going with your answer. So,
yeah.
What type of business does Kevin Windham own? A flight school, a Harley Davidson dealership, an adult nightclub, or a pizza shop?
Oh, I know this.
Flight school.
Flight school. All right. Yes, sir.
Ooh, Kevin Windy.
Got it.
He's traveling those winds in the flight schools. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Who was the first rider to win what is known as the Triple Crown of Motocross? Jeff Ward, Rick Johnson, Bob Hanna, or Jeremy McGrath?
Jeremy McGrath. What? Jeremy McGrath.
Okay.
I think it was
Jeff Ward.
I knew it was either Bob Hanna or Jeff Ward.
We need like a
I
modern.
didn't know they did triple.
We'll do it. We're gonna do that last one, the funny one, the easy one. We're gonna do this funny, easy one that you'll easily know, or if you don't know it, you're just a straight squid.
What Kawasaki rider won the 1997 250 Supercross Championship? Mike LaRocco, Jeff Emig, Kevin Windham, or Ricky Carmichael?
97 has to be Emig.
Yeah, 97 250 Supercross Championship. So Jeff Emig, final answer?
Emig.
All right.
I think so. He's the only one battling.
You're right.
Woo!
Dylan's on this. All right. Who won the inaugural SXX Open? Jeremy McGrath, Damon Huffman, Ricky Carmichael, or Robbie Renard?
That's a hard one.
Yeah. USSX Open. Is that international racing? Or?
I think it's either these two.
I don't know. I think it's like Australian. I'm going to say, name them off again.
Jeremy McGrath, Ricky Carmichael, Robbie Renard, and Damon Huffman.
I'm going to go with Damon Huffman. I don't fucking know.
All right.
Probably going to be like Carmichael or some shit.
You're right,
bro. You're right.
No way.
Huh, so it must have been. Is he an Australian guy?
There we go. Go ahead.
No, it's just like all the slow guys go out there.
Oh, okay. What type of motorcycle did Roger DeCoster race on? Oh, this is Bazooka, Yamaha, Harley, or Honda? Honda. Ooh, it was a Yami.
Dylan's score was
Yamaha?
Wait, what?
I thought Stefan Everts was Yamaha. And
what do we get?
He got 9 out of 11.
That's 55 out of 100?
No, that's not right. Oh, maybe he did.
You got 5 incorrect?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, let's go back here.
Hey, well, you did better than me, so nice job, bro.
Some of them are just like fucking, I don't touch base the history of motorcycles.
Yeah, right. How's the weather down there in Lake Havasu?
It's 77 and sunny.
Nice. We're expecting another destructive windstorm this evening, so that will be fun here in Sacramento.
Okay, so before we move on to the next little just questionnaire, it's another 11 questions. These are easier ones. What do you, just coming from like a fan of Supercross, what is your take?
Yeah.
Have you noticed like the whoop sections are different?
And no Dragon's backs this year?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say how the tracks are when haven't been super muddy.
Do you like the riders blitzing the whoops, or do you like them? Good. Sorry.
Well, I think I like blitzing the woods better than jumping through it like a rhythm section. I don't know. I think they're trying to make the tracks a lot faster, and it's kind of evening out the playing field.
That's what I kind of said. I kind of said earlier. I think if that means that like the privateers have it a little easier to where they can jump through them and be just as fast. You know what I mean? Because like say like a privateer is just as fast as a factory rider, but the whoops is what's separating him. Like that's the only thing on the track that like they just can't get down.
Yeah, because those bikes are really expensive.
So I kind of like it for the aspect of the privateer because it evens the playing field, like you said, a little bit. You know.
And I've heard the word safer a few times, so I think they're trying to prevent some injuries.
And then also just. You know how they made, if you noticed the last Supercross race, the 450 started first?
Yeah, I was wondering why they're doing that.
Weird, huh?
I don't really know exactly why they're doing it.
Yeah, we haven't found like an answer, but
we got like, if you go on Pulp MX.
Like
go ahead.
I was thinking mainly because 450 is like the elite class and they just want a better track maybe for the riders. Since it's like the big leagues, you know?
Or give them the rougher track because they're the elite guys, you know? So, I don't know.
I don't even know why they're doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's strange. We're looking for an answer, but and I don't know. I thought it'd keep me more engaged when the 250 riders went first, you know, because like the 450s are coming up, like don't go anywhere, you know. So I don't know. All right, next segment here, Cam.
Cool. All right, so this is gonna be the easy questionnaire for motocross.
Yeah, this will be a quick one, bro. Quick one.
All right, a motocross track consists of several jumps and obstacles. The mogul-like section of the track consisting of 10 or more tiny jumps in a row is called the what? Washboard?
What?
Rhythm? Infield? Or whoops?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right. During riding, dirt or debris thrown in the air from the force of spinning rear tire is called what? Roost? Spray?
Don't even read the answers, you know, like
arm pump while riding is often caught. This one's kind of hard. Yeah. Arm pump while riding is often caused by what? Lack of calcium in the diet, riding too soon after eating, incorrect landing off a double jump, riders gripping the handlebars too tightly.
Could be all of them.
Too tightly.
Yeah.
All right.
Too tightly.
A motocross races start when the riders line up at the starting gate and all the gates drop at once. The racer that earns the whole shot was the first to do what?
To the turn?
Yep.
First to make it around the turn?
Yeah, reach the
first corner.
Yeah, reach the first corner. You got it.
Yeah.
Motocross racers are known for wearing bright colors and designs. What brand of motorcycle is known by its bright green color? What is it, Dylan?
What was that?
Green bike. What's a green bike?
Brand?
Yeah.
Kawasaki.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. You read number 6.
Which national rider, once known as the king of Supercross, is credited with inventing the trick called... yes, sir. Yep. Knack. Yep.
Knack.
Yeah.
All you had to do was say it was king.
Yeah. Which early national motocross rider had the nickname Hurricane? Whoa. Hurricane.
Bob Hanna, Marty Smith, Jeff Ward, Gary Semix.
I'm going to go with Bob Hanna.
Okay. Of the following list of riders, which was the first to win a national championship? Jeremy McGrath, Chad Reed, Jeff Ward, or Mike LaRocco?
Jeff Ward.
Good.
Which outdoor motocross class was discontinued in the 1990s? 250cc, MX Light, 125cc, or 500cc?
500cc.
The tire pattern on motocross bikes is affectionately known as what? Knobbies, treadies, race slicks, muddies.
Knobbies.
Yes. I'm pretty sure you got 100.
And submit.
Correct. Yeah, 100%, dog. Nice job. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. You're not a squid.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, to make our own goddamn soundboard.
Arm right now.
Yeah, bro. How are you healing?
I'm healing all right.
Oh yeah, give us the backstory on that. On your so our buddy Dylan, Dill Dog, Dilly Bear, DJ Bake. He got a new beta.
No, it's a beta.
Beta electric e-bike.
Ooh, those things are sick.
We'll throw a little
like
pig up for you guys.
Tell the story, Dylan.
It's just really it's a squid moment because it's a total squid moment.
Well, that's okay.
Dirt lot
squid moment because
it's
it's a total squid.
No, but listen. So my son likes to use the gas. He likes to gas it. And the response on the e-bikes, it's like a Tesla. Like they go from 0 to 60 super quick.
Yeah.
So he just yanked a handful of throttle, and there's like a wall at the end of the property. And I was like, an oh shit moment. I pulled in both of the brakes when I should have just pulled the back brake, and the front tire washed out. And instead of my son hitting the ground, I put my arm around him, and I took all the impact on my elbow. And I dislocated my elbow. I thought I snapped my arm in half.
Oh, shit.
And then I fractured my elbow in multiple places. My arm was just hanging, and I was like, it was funny because my girlfriend came over. She's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I broke my arm. Can you take me to the hospital?" She's like, "How are you so calm right now? Your arm's just dangling."
Damn.
Like,
paramedics weren't involved?
No, I had her drive me.
Damn, good for you, bro. That's crazy.
Dylan's
that happened.
always been a little savage on the two wheels.
Daddy didn't raise no biatch.
Yeah.
He may be a slight squid, but he will go for things.
Hey, we're all squid in our own way.
He will go for it.
Yeah.
He will do it like Nike.
Hey, how do you like that e-bike, Dylan, when it's not breaking your arm?
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, I took it out to the trails out in the desert, and my dad was riding his 252 stroke, and I'm like trying to keep up with him, but it's like that thing mobs, but the suspension, like if I put some super mini forks on that thing,
it's like a bicycle suspension, right?
Down on the back. No, it's better.
Okay.
But it's not like a dirt bike. It's like in the middle.
Yeah, it's like a downhill bike then, suspension.
Like, it's not. It's more meant for like cruising some like mountain bike trails or something.
Got it.
Rather than just trying to mob out in the desert. Like,
what's the range?
Too much.
Or time?
I think it goes by miles.
You haven't found out yet? Like you haven't run out?
Well, once it starts getting low, I'll ride it for like a few days at a time, and then the battery starts getting low, so I'll just throw it on the charger overnight.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's badass. Cool. Yeah, man, they're so sick, but they just seem so expensive. How much, if you don't mind me asking, how much was that one?
$6,000 out the door, off the showroom floor.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I like those, I mean,
those e-mountain bikes are really expensive too. So
yeah, even just like the pedal assist ones.
E-dirt bike over the I'd way rather get a beta like those
totally.
Get
all right, bro. Well,
assist.
All right, then. So we're pretty much wrapping it up, guys. But I do the last time. I don't know if I know we did like on the last pod. Did we ever tell like a dope motocross movie that we all like when we were younger?
Yeah, we've done it multiple times.
Have we?
Yeah, we've put up multiple movies.
Which movies?
Bennett's something, another one, Bennett's War or something like that, and then one that the homie down south told us about.
But I wanted us to come back out with just like each episode with like a different movie that we or any type of movie that you used to like when you were younger or like that you think people would like. Even if it's like, could be anything. It could be like a regular movie, motocross movie. It could be like
a riding movie.
It could be like anything really. So when I was younger, one of my favorite movies, it was called The Dirt Bike Kid.
The Dirt Bike Kid.
Do you remember that movie, Dylan?
Yeah, is it where like the dirt bike comes to life?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So it was The Dirt Bike in 1985. So that was literally like when I was a kid. That was like the sickest movie when I was like 6 years old when I was on a 50. You know, like, I love that movie. Like, the dirt bike comes to life. He finds this, like, rundown dirt bike. The dirt bike, he fixes it all up. Then he realizes, like, after he fixes it up, that the dirt bike's, like, came to life. And this, like, not only will this thing, like, rip, but it will, like, fly. Like in the movie. So, like, when you're, you know, when you're a young kid, like, it's a great, just, like, cool movie to watch. Like, an older dirt bike movie. I'll throw it up on here, but it's the kid that plays in it. He's the kid from The Christmas Story. The little blonde kid with the glasses. What's his name? What's that kid's name? Let's see. He'll tell me right here. Peter Billingsley, Stuart Pankin, Ann Bloom. But yeah,
that's a good one. Do you remember the movie The Dirt Bike Kids? Yeah, so everyone go watch The Dirt Bike Kid. And I need to watch it because I haven't seen it. 1985. Oh man, you're an old man.
And this movie is like old school.
Okay, so sick. What comes to mind for me, my movie pick, what's the movie where one of the Hill brothers jumps over the school bus on an 85? You remember that movie? It was like a riding movie. But man, it was the dopest riding movie I've ever seen, bro, to this day. Dylan, and if you need to go, you can go. We're just kind of bullshit.
Do you have any movies that you like, Dylan? Mini Warriors? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, Mini Warriors, bro.
Yeah, Mini Warriors 4?
It's one of them, but
I guess when I typed in Josh Hill jump school bus on 85.
Yeah, Mini Warriors 4. Bro, that is a sick movie. Maybe it was like way doper when I was a kid watching it because it's kids writing.
I'm sure it's just as sick. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's sick.
Yeah, it's sick.
What about you, Dill? You got any movies that you might want to throw out that you used to like?
Yeah, like Krusty Demons, and I remember like the first actual motocross movie that came out. It's so bad, but I was like a little kid, so I thought it was cool.
Hell yeah.
The Motocross, where like the girl pretends.
Oh yeah,
Motocrossed.
Yeah, we'll throw that up there. Yeah, that's like my later childhood favorite movie. Like when I was watching the Disney Channel when I was younger, you know, like.
I'm gonna throw all these up on the screen in the description, so they'll be there.
And then, you know, of course, the Great Outdoors. I mean, there's We'll come out. We'll think of some other dope ones for you guys, like each pod,
each episode.
That way, you guys can go watch them. You know what I mean? Our favorite movies, or you know, even movies that we haven't watched. That if you guys have any suggestions, you know, throw them down below on the comments. I love to watch, you know, movies that I haven't watched before that are motocross related. But yeah, so we got the pod.
Sweet.
We got it going. We're back
in business.
So like, subscribe, show some support. We appreciate you guys. Go check out the website. I'm actually gonna be setting up like a small area soon here at my house. That way we can try to do more pods, because sometimes it's tough for me and Jesse. We're working a lot. Like I said, we got sick that last month. A lot of things are going on. Trying to get ready for Glen Helen. We're
going to set it up so we could do it like remotely.
Yep.
You know?
Just like we're doing with Dylan right now. I'll basically be at my house. Maybe after work, if we want to just do a quick 25-minute, 30-minute pod, we can hop on together and just chat it out. So we really do want to get more pods going for you guys. I've been itching to do one. So I've been having anxiety thinking about how I've been procrastinating so much.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. We enjoy doing this.
We definitely enjoy it.
Interact with us, and we respond to all feedback. So
feels good to be back, guys.
Yep. Thank you, Dylan.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
all right,
Dylan. Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah.
All right, later, guys.
Late. Gang. We back in business.